There are moments in your day that could change how you think, a realization, a pattern, a shift. But most of the time, you don't capture it. And by the next day, it's gone. And then you wonder why you feel busy, but not actually moving forward. So, if you work in a demanding professional environment where thinking, decisions, and performance matter, this becomes very important. After nearly 30 years working inside corporate environments, I've seen something consistently. People don't lack insight, they lose it. Every day, you have moments that could improve how you work, how you make decisions, how you show up, how you live. But because you don't capture them, you repeat the same patterns, not because you don't know better, but because you don't retain what you realized. And by the way, if you're listening to this and you're someone who feels constantly busy, mentally stretched, and like work is taking a lot out of you, but you're not always sure you're moving forward, well, I do offer a small number of calm performance reset sessions where we unpack your workload, mental load, and direction and try to bring more clarity and calm back into how you work. If this interests you, I'll mention it again at the end of this video with more detail. So I started noticing this in my own life earlier this year. I started reading a book called Storyworthy. It's this book. And the author spoke about something called homework for life. And I started doing it myself. It's very simple. At the end of each day, you capture one moment, not your whole day, not journaling, and not writing pages, just one moment where something shifted. And the key is this: you don't capture what happened, you capture what you realized. I also do something in the mornings called morning pages from the book The Artist's Way. In the morning, you write whatever is on your mind. So in the evening, you capture what you realized, and morning clears your mind. Evening captures your insight. And between those two, your thinking becomes much clearer. There was a day I decided I was going to reset, eat clean, do a proper fast. That same evening, after my YouTube live, I was ordering from McDonald's. I remember opening the bag and thinking, I'm not even hungry. And that's when it clicked for me. This isn't discipline. It's what I reach for when I'm depleted or if I'm rewarding myself. If I didn't capture that insight, I would have just thought I had no discipline. But the real issue was exhaustion, also anxiety for my life. That changed how I saw my behavior. Another day, my sister and I went painting after a trail walk, and I watched her stress over her painting. She wanted it perfect, and we joked about it as well. And then I realized something. Even when she was doing something relaxing, she was still trying to be perfect. Even relaxation had become performance. That was a powerful realization, and that came from capturing a moment. Another day, we went walking at the trails. There's a lady who cleans the toilet there, Rihanna. We usually tip her when we go there after our walk. One day she told us she wondered where we were because we didn't come the previous day. She said she wondered where her girls were. Then she brought us perfumes she sells and wanted to give us some because she said we always bless her. And we told her that her kindness and her friendship were blessing enough. And that moment made me realize something. People who have very little often give the most, and people who have a lot, sometimes they give very little. That moment stayed with me. And that's exactly why I capture these moments, because otherwise life just passes by. This system, it works for a very simple reason. You start paying attention to your life. You start noticing patterns. You start understanding your behavior. You start seeing what actually matters to you. Instead of life just happening to you, you start learning from your own life. You become your own case study. But there's also a deeper reason this works. Most people live their lives unobserved. Things happen, they react, days pass, weeks pass, years even pass, but they never actually observe their own life. And when you don't observe your life, you don't learn from it. You just repeat it. Homework for life forces you to become an observer of your own life, not in a dramatic way, in a very simple way. You start noticing what triggers you, what drains you, what energizes you, what matters to you, what kind of life you are actually living. And slowly something changes. You stop living by accident and you start living more intentionally. And that is why the small system is actually so powerful, because it doesn't just change how you remember your days, it changes how you live your days. When you do this for a few months, something really powerful happens. You build a record of how you think, a record of your life, a bank of insight, a memory you can revisit, and proof of how you've changed. And something else also happens. You start living intentionally because you know you are going to capture the day. So you start paying attention to the day whilst you are living it. If you want to try this, it's actually really simple. At the end of your day, ask one question. What did I realize today? Write one line. That's it. Not 5 pages, not a journal, not your whole life story. Just one realization. So over time, I realized something. We think big changes come from big decisions, but most of life changes from small realizations, and those realizations only matter if you capture them. Most people live through their days. Very few actually capture them. And over time, the people who capture their insights change faster than the people who don't, because they are learning from their own lives. And if you've been listening to this and recognizing yourself in it, if you feel constantly busy but not always productive, then a calm performance reset session may help you. I'm opening 10 complimentary free calm performance reset sessions. It's a 45-minute structured conversation where we look at your workload, your mental load, what is creating pressure in your work, and how to build a calmer, more sustainable way of working and thinking. Now, this is not coaching and it's really not therapy. It's a structured conversation to help you think more clearly about your work and your life. If that would help, the link is in the description below. And if this video resonated with you, you may also find the video that comes up next, the hidden mental load professionals carry. Very useful, because when your mind is overloaded, you stop noticing the very insights that could change your life. I'll link it here. And sometimes progress doesn't come from doing more. It comes from noticing more. And as always, remember, you matter.